Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to episode 3 of the FIFA 17 Middlesbrough career mode. And as you can see here, the first thing we did at the start of the episode is put in a bid for Jonathan Lico's salary. Trying to get him in. He'll be a young player that could come and grow. As well as Cristo Gonzalez. Those two will be pretty good in the future. Maybe they might even play in the first team now. Then we went on to complete our bid for Connor Wickham. His wages are quite expensive, but at the end of the day, he might be a good deal to pick up. And in actual fact, we managed to pick up both Connor Wickham and Jonathan Lico, but we had to put in a renewal offer for Cristo Gonzalez. And that's exactly what we did. And before the next game, he accepts. So we've got 3 new players for this next game against West Brom in the Premier League. West Brom is normally a pretty good team in career mode, and hopefully we can do some damage against them. So the first attack of the game came to us through Saido Berahino, and he turns his man and dribbles into the box, and he was actually stopped there in the box. I'm not sure why he wasn't given a foul there, but the ball eventually came out to Salif Sane, who crossed it into Berahino, and unfortunately he couldn't convert. Next chance of the match went to West Brom, and Chadley ran down the wing and turned his man and was heading in towards the goal. He crossed it in, and Rondon hits it straight at Valdez. Unlucky for them, but fortunate for us. It's Chadley again coming down the line, and somehow he manages to pass Nsue, but Nsue makes a great challenge to get the ball back for us. We now have Victor Fisher, who does a little skill move to get down the left side, past Neom, and he cuts inside towards the ball, and it somehow squeezes through to Ramirez, who passed it over to, and it's not a great shot in the end. It was straight at the keeper, but that should have been 1-0 at least. Half-time is upon us now, and there wasn't much to shout for in the first half. Hopefully the second half will be better, as we have to start from 0-0. Now starting off the second half, soon after kick-off, Jakob was hitting the ball down through the middle, and he got it through to Rondon, but it was expertly tackled by one of our defenders. And so he's now coming down the line, and he dribbles out his man, he cuts into the box, and he crosses in a great cross, and it's a kind of bundled away by the West Brom defence in the end, but that could have been a good chance. We took this opportunity to make some substitutions, and we brought on Jonathan Lico for his debut, substitute debut, and the first move of the match he gets taken out by the West Brom defender Galloway, who was on loan from Everton. And that led us to make our second substitution because the players started to get a little bit tired. In this part of the match, you could see that the match was very back and forth, very scrappy. So I just figured I would include this clip to show you there wasn't really a hell of a lot going on in the match, but at the end of the day, there was a few chances, and we probably should be ahead. And here, Craig Gardner takes down Gaston Ramirez, and he gets a yellow for his troubles, but that tackle wasn't a great one. Gaston Ramirez is somewhat of our star man, and we really do not want to have him injured. Oh, what is that? He's dribbled through all the men, and it's Aqua. He has literally dribbled through 4 or 5 guys after picking the ball up from the same free kick that Gaston Ramirez was just fouled, and he's dribbled through 1, 2, 3 men, and he's taken the shot, and it's flew past Ben Foster in goal, and he scored in the 90th minute against West Brom. Could not ask for a better way to win the game in the end. What a great signing he may become. Who knew? Who knew? So at the end of the day, the game ends 1-0 Middlesbrough. We can be happy about that because that is our first win of the season, and it turns out our left back Fabio is man of the match. Great performance from him. After the match, we put in some new players into the training. As I said, I'll show you a couple of those every episode or two, but I'm not going to show you all of the training, but keep in mind I'm training the players every week. We then went on to buy a youth scout. We bought a 3-star English scout, and we of course sent him to England. We went on now to deadline day, and pretty much nothing happened. We had an offer late on in the day for Adam Clayton, but we decided to reject it in the end. we will go straight on to Crystal Palace in the next game. If you look at the table here, they're in second place. Granted, it's after only 3 matches, but they're in second place, and we're up to 9th after that win, which was a pretty great result in the end, because our objective is only to finish in the mid-table. As you can see here, we've fielded pretty much the same side as before, and hopefully Jonathan Lico might come on from the bench. Crystal Palace fielded quite a strong side this time, with Christian Benteke starting up top, looking to do some damage. So in this match, it's early on, and Zaha dribbles his man and tries to cut inside, and he does, and he has a shot, but unfortunately for us, it was wide and wasn't a great shot in the end. Coming down the line here, I think it's Ramirez, and he crosses the ball in, and it's a pretty decent ball in, but unfortunately Adama could not get on the ball, and in the end it's cleared, but not far enough, and De Roon came in, and he was tackled there. He was tackled there quite badly by Flamini. When you see this replay, he's actually got a yellow card for his troubles. I don't know. Ooh, maybe not. That was not the best call in the end. It looks like De Roon had a shot and just kicked Flamini's leg. I don't know about that one. But Gaston Ramirez steps on him. What a goal it is! What a goal that is! What a brilliant free kick from Gaston Ramirez. He curls it straight over the wall into the top corner. I have not seen a better top corner goal in a very long time. Look at that. Steve Mandanda, 85 rated, had 0 chance. Look at that weird glitch. What's going on there? But take nothing away. Gaston Ramirez absolutely destroys that free kick and puts us 1-0 ahead in the 25th minute. A bit further down in the match now, Victor Fisher comes down the line and tries to cut inside, and he does so well. He's going in for a shot, but Mandanda is there and he saves it in the end. That could have been 2. We need to be more clinical with these chances, but we're on the roll again, and Gaston Ramirez dribbles inside, and he has a left foot shot, and oh my gosh, Steve Mandanda is on the ball. There's nothing he could do about that free kick, but he's made a couple of saves now, and we should really be far and put a lot of daylight between us and Crystal Palace. But we haven't been able to finish our chances. Benteke get played in here, and his hold-up play is absolutely brilliant. So he holds off 3 men and cuts inside in the end and has a snapshot. But fortunately for us, it was not from a great angle, and it ends up going just wide. Benteke's on the ball again, but it's half-time, and there's just not enough time in the first half for Crystal Palace to come back. Now in the second half, it's taking about 5 minutes for the first chance to come, and it's another foul in this pretty similar position to where Gaston Ramirez scored in the first half. Can he do it again? He steps up for the free kick and he hits it. Oh, it's just wide. Really, it would have been brilliant if he could score 2 of those free kicks in the game. Crazy. But Punchin comes down the line, he crosses it in, but unfortunately for them, there was no one there, and Zaha slides in oddly on Fabio, but it's all okay in the end. Johan Cabaye is playing down the middle, and he's being trapped by one of Gaston Ramirez, but what is he doing there? He's just run away from the ball, and it's gone to the other side to Sacco, and it's crossed in, and Jedvaj hasn't done a good job, and Punchin scored. Punchin scored in the 70th minute. That is not great defending from our new signing Jedvaj. And I don't know if you saw there, but their heads went straight through the advertising boards. I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, Adama comes in, he tries to cut inside, but their defender was there. And it's a bit scrappy as Wickham catches the ball, and it comes back to Adama, who's playing the ball around. He's running down the line, he crosses the ball in, and Steve Mandanda's there again. He's had an excellent game for them, and if it wasn't for him, we could really be 2 or 3 up by now. And they've had a good play down the wing, but unfortunately for them, it doesn't turn out to be anything. Valdez kicks it out, and unfortunately for us, there's no more time to have any more attacks. Not really a fair place for the referee to end the game, but at the end of the day, he's the ref, so he does what he wants, really. But that means another draw in the league. It's getting a little bit repetitive now. If it wasn't for that last gasp winner against West Brom, who knows where we would be. But we should take the positives from this match, because at the end of the day, we are still unbeaten this season. Now, if we look here, Gaston Ramirez has got man of the match for that excellent display and that beautiful free kick, which really isn't any surprise when you think about it. But at the end of the day, we had a good 2 games this episode. We had a 1-0 last gasp winner against West Brom and a 1-1 tie with Crystal Palace. Now, I figured to end off the episode, I would let you guys see a squad report of all the players. If you want, you can pause on anybody to look at their stats. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for tuning in to this episode. Hopefully I'll see you all in episode 4. That should be coming out tomorrow. Just let me know in the comments below if you liked it. Subscribe for more. And I'd like to see you all next time. Peace!